Alright everybody, welcome back on in to another match here in Beyond All Reason. Today we're going to be looking at a 2 versus 2 here on the map Tangerine. Let's take a look at our team leaders. For the red team, we have Irish Stud 14 with an Armada commander. Looks like he's going to be queuing up bots, starting out by the Geo. For the blue team, we have the Blue Gecko with a Cortex commander, also starting out by Geos. So all 4 commanders are starting out next to a Geo spawn. Nobody going with a C start in this 2 versus 2. Do see bots out of Gecko, Sargeras, and Triple. So we have bots out of all commanders, and we have 2 Cortex commanders versus 2 Armada commanders. So we will have distinct playstyles going against each other. Have to see how that pans out. Triple Shot sending one tick out right away here. Interested to see if he spams them completely, as there isn't a direct corresponding unit for the Cortex side. The cheapest they have is grunts. Got a little 3-tick hit squad coming across here. See if they can get some early aggression done. Grunt is out. Good job taking and keeping the angle on those ticks, bringing them down. Blue Gecko going for an early LLT, trying to fend off any would-be run-bys. Sending a few of his grunts forward. Irish Stud going for a heavy economic opening. Just now getting some units out. There's already grunts coming across. Gonna have to be very active with this commander here to fend off these incoming grunts. Looks like they're gonna divide around. Irish Stud is getting flanked by one. He's got 4 ticks, able to get this round and take out that grunt. Second grunt is in the back line here, sending in the ticks to get him. Doesn't get the surround, and the grunt is able to take out all the ticks, and now is going to start dealing economic damage here. Mex goes down, here comes some wind power, and here comes more grunts. Irish Stud is faltering with his commander here. This is devastating early damage. These grunts are just piling it on. Red about to lose his build power as well. Pawn coming on. Can he save the build power? Oh my. Just barely saves build power. Gets an LLT up to stem the tide of grunts flowing through. But that was over half the economy for the red player taken out. His partner Yellow has done a good job expanding out in the meantime, but Red is hurting badly. Meanwhile, the blue player, he cut a little bit out of his economy to send all those grunts in, but well worth it with how much damage he got done. He does have one constructor out, laying down mixes. It looks like blue and green are going to make a conjoined push on the left side. I don't know what they're waiting on. Red gonna build a torpedo launcher here to prevent anything from coming through. Surprised he didn't build them mechs here. Is it queued up that way? But the push is coming through. Mass grunts versus some pawns, maces, and aggravators, or correction, rocket bots. Grunts may get the surround here. Mace in the center doing a good job of anchoring this. Blue and green do push through. Triple Shot's commander is here to reinforce. One mech goes down, maybe a second. Second mech goes down. We have some pawns in pursuit. Oh no, they're not going to be in time to prevent so many more mechs from going down here. 4 mechs in total go down to that. I do like how Resbot got up here very quickly. Gonna have to be careful though. He did not secure the res field, and there is a lot of metal here on the ground to help offset the mechs that were lost. Red doing a good job at getting rebuilt after getting knocked down so hard. His little LLT defense, though, has been taken down by some thugs. And now Blue's pushing in yet again. And he has the units to deal more economic damage. Red desperately needs to get some more units out. Well, the thugs were disjointed, get surrounded by the pawns taken down. Green is backing off with some aggravators. And now we enter a little bit of a stalemate on this left side. On the right side, Red has built up some units. Hasn't decided to push in yet or scout. They're pretty much in the blind. Whereas the blue and green team have a little bit more knowledge. Blue Gecko going for the Geo. Sargeras has his queued up. And Red's is almost done. Looks like Irish Stud is now going to do a push of his own. He's got pawns leading the way. Some resurrected thugs in the back. Sending this in a little piecemeal, though. Now he's getting his lines formed up a little tighter. He does have Lazarus here to repair / resurrect, which I really like. And give you a lot more staying time and push power. Yellow working on their Geo. We've got economies are fairly similar here. Blue side has a little bit more energy income, but both sides metal income, depending on the reclaim, is fairly close. Blue Gecko going out, building up the mexes that are in the sea. Looks like Sargeras is going to do a little bit of backline shenanigans with their commander. Blue Gecko and Sargeras have to be a little cautious here. They're both heading out away from the safety of their units. Red definitely has enough here to overwhelm this. Blue trying to dance in and out, but he just doesn't have the numbers to do that. And with the resbots there for Red, this is only going to get worse for Blue as time goes on, as Red is resurrecting units that fall in battle. Do we have any transitions here to vehicles or Tech 2? Vehicles coming out now for Sargeras. He's going for Lashers. So he's got a few Wolverines and some Pounders and some Lashers. Meanwhile, Tony Triple Shot's going straight for Tech 2. And Red is just mass producing Tech 1. Still got the dance back and forth here on the right side between Rocketeers and Thugs. Thugs getting a little far forward here. No res bots here for the blue team at all, which creates a distinct problem when you have res bots on the other side providing that infinite efficiency. Every time you kill something, it just comes back to life. It's not possible to win. On the other side, we have Sargeras is building a hovercraft platform just outside of range. So you can see that there's a unit there, but that's it. Really like if this was pushing forward. If you have the units that outrange your enemy, there's no reason to them not to be firing. He needs to get these Wolverines into range of these units and fire. They need to be applying pressure. Pressure on that west side. Really, ooh, Resbots left out with no protection. There we go. He's moving everything in, which I don't really agree with. If you have the range advantage, just fire away at them. He has Lashers and he has Wolverines. He could literally sit right up here, out of range of the towers, out of range of the units. Fire away and force him to respond. Are they just on fire commands here? Hound's now coming out for Tony Triple Shot, and that is going to be able to fire back at the Wolverines and the Lashers. As soon as those Hounds get up the numbers, it's going to be lights out for the green army there. Looks like blue finally punching through here on red side. Did red? Yep, he stopped producing units to go for a transition, making sprinters. Don't know how I feel about that. I've never been a fan of the sprinter. Works good as giving vision instead of ticks, but we do have medium tanks have made it through into the back line here. This could spell disaster for the red team, as these brutes are going to wreak havoc on the eco here. Yellow going for a Geo while upgrading his mexes, and doesn't look like he's going to get either at this point. Yellow leaves the game. So sad. Meanwhile, blue's thugs have made it in to assault red directly. It's looking like the blue side is going to take the win here. Green is taking out all the economy on the western flank here. We've got hover tanks coming in from the forward hover lab, and a vehicle assault is going to finish off what's left as the defenses at the front door. Meanwhile, on the eastern side, blue has a Tech 2 transition complete of their own and is starting to mass up fiends for what could be one last push here. Red is desperately trying to resurrect everything over here. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be in time. There is too much on the field for the blue team for this red player to take. The income would suggest that red is going to win this, but I don't think so. His income, but does he have the APM to utilize it? Losing build power. And losing income. And there we go. After that wave of attacks now, Blue's income is higher except for during reclaim. Red pushing back with some hounds. Fiend's getting on top of them, actually. Might take out a couple. I'm wondering if he's gonna transfer over. He's gonna make arbiters, sumos. I feel like about 10 Sheldon would pretty much do this in as well. Parting shot takes out a T2 Max, whittling down what little income Red still had left. He's trying hard, but it's a valiant effort, but it's not gonna matter. Irish Stud here is 2 commanders, but only one person's attention to be able to navigate fending off all of these forces. Losing more and more economy. Fiend ravaging through the backlines here. Halberds coming through. Don't get to call these ones out very often. They are actually decent damage. They're very expensive.
Battle
and with
ended.
that, GG is called. Blue team takes the win. If you liked the game, please leave a like below. If there's something you want to see or something I can improve upon, leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you, and we'll see you again.